We currently have a crazy deal going on over at poodlecfb.com. If you use code BACKTOSCHOOL, all lowercase with the number 2 in the middle, you get 50% off the annual plan. And if you use code BACKTOSCHOOL2025, again, all lowercase with the number 2, you get 40% off the monthly plan. That is the best deal we've ever ran over there. Make sure to take advantage. This is a locked-in grandfather deal, so if you lock yourself into this deal, you have it for the lifetime of your membership. So come check it out, sign up, don't miss out on the best deal we've ever ran. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Poodle back with another CFB 26 video, and in today's video, I'm gonna be going over one of my favorite coach builds in Dynasty mode. Now, guys, I am a little under the weather this week, so excuse me if my voice is a little messed up or I sound a little congested. I'm gonna power through all this. However, with that being said, guys, don't forget, this is the final week of our Black Friday sale over on poodlecfb.com. If you use code Black Friday, all lowercase, one word, just Black Friday all together, you will get a huge discount off the annual plan only. If you've been eyeing the website membership, if you've been eyeing the Discord channel, you've been eyeing all our tools, you've been wanting to dominate Dynasty, now's the time. Not only do you get that insane deal, which is way better than even half off, you do get it for the lifetime of your membership. So if you lock it in now and you want to play for years, it is literally going to be like buying one membership, but for 3 years. It's insane, guys. Go check it out. But if you just want the monthly, of course, code half off is still running. That will run just about till Black Friday as well. Then all the discounts expire. So make sure to take advantage, guys. This is the last week or so to take advantage of it all. You get access to our ultimate guide, our Discord channel, our data lab, all of our studies, 24/7 support, all of our calculators, our tools, our Excel sheet. Guys, it really is the greatest place to be if you're a Dynasty head. If you're a diehard who all you want to do is win games, dominate, and build your powerhouse team, that is the place to be. Anyone who's in there could tell you that. Go check it out. Use code Black Friday or code half off. Remember, it is expiring in about a week, so let's get into it. All right, guys. So I want to preface a few things. I know the first comment's gonna be like, "Here this guy goes again. I'm on my third coach build. Damn it! This isn't the, let's say, this isn't a new replacement of the best coach build. I'm going over my favorite coach build, which probably blends a bit of both. You don't have to restart your coach. I want to let you know when I redo my coach builds, we don't discover like something monumental like, oh my god, talent developer absolutely just sucks in this game. Tactician's the move. None of the changes are like that. I think about 85%, about 80 to 85% of my coach builds, the foundation stays. The science is there, it makes sense. What really changes that last 10 to 15%, and sometimes it's a 3% change, a 5% change, and most of the time, it's as simple as like talent developer, we love tiers 1 through 3, and now we love 4 too. So you're already built up to 3. It's just a matter of just buying the remainder. So it's really just like a rounding error at the end of the day. So keep that in mind. Like people say, oh, do I have to redo my build? No, if you really like add it up, a lot of times the build that I'm offering you guys now is just a upgrade or a slight variation of what you already have. And a lot of times you guys aren't max level 100 already yet. A lot of you guys probably aren't. You may be in a new Dynasty, so none of this really hurts you yet anyways. But I got my calculator out. Let's start building this coach. The first thing you're gonna need, right? So I have two offerings for you guys. Obviously, there's with pre-order bonus and there's without pre-order bonus. The one I'm going to give you at first includes pre-order bonus, and I'll kind of go where you have to trim from there if you don't have the pre-order bonus. Now, I assume a lot of leagues don't have it. So what I'm trying to get together is a few different blends here. So these are the blends right here. You're going to want to dabble in motivator, talent developer, recruiter, talent developer, strategist, motivator, and then a blend of all 4. So let's go through this. My favorite build right now is going to incorporate tier 1 through 3 in recruiter. So let's do the math here. I'm going to start with this as my main tree, so it's free. 8 times tier 3 times 7. That's 168 points. Then you want to get talent developer. So our talent developer, you have to spend 50 in recruiter. So let's add 50 for recruiter. Now while going, if you're just going to do the bare minimum with recruiter, not going into it, all you want to do for me is getting to tier 2. You can do the scouting. You can do scouting method. It really depends on how you want to do it. Either way, you can do this or you can do tier 2. It's your choice. So if you don't care about scouting, you can just do going to tier 2 to get to 50. If you do care about scouting, you go for scouting. It's really up to you. So we spent our 50. Now talent developer, we're gonna want to go with this specific build, tier 1 through 3. So it's gonna be 12 times 3 times 7, 470. Now we want strategist. Now remember, to unlock talent developer, that would have costed us at this point about, we got to also get tactician, so it's going to cost us 25 for talent, or 20. It's going to cost us 20 for talent developer, 50 for tactician, because we're going to need that to unlock strategist next, and then a total of 25 for tactician. Oh, strategist. So now we're here. Now, with this, let's go back in here and let's click on strategist. And now we're going to want tiers 1 through 4. So that's plus 12 times 4 times 7. That leaves you at 901. 901 to get motivator tier 3, talent developer tier 3, strategist tier 4. You have 100 points to play with here. Now, this is where I leave it up to you. If you unlock elite recruiter, you could try to use that little bit of points you have to go up to always be recruiting on one of the positions. You could do it to get boosted ideal pitches almost across the board. You can go into CEO. You can go into program builder. It's not much points left. If you do have the pre-order bonus on, though, at this point, you could essentially go in here and with those extra 200 points, knock out a decent amount. Let's do some rough math here. 12 times 4 times 7. You'd be short, but just barely. So basically, all you have to do is cut out about one position. If you don't have the extra pre-order bonus, you'll be pretty sure you could probably do about half of this board, maybe like 2.5, give or take. So keep that in mind. That's going to be my first setup. I'm not going through each ability. You guys have seen my build enough about why I like certain things, but that's one of the hybrids I like, which is motivator, talent developer, strategist with a blend of recruiter, and you could forego the master ones. I'm not putting in the master ones for this, like CEO and program builder, because at the end of the day, you may not ever get CEO. You may struggle to get program builder. Your league may only be a few seasons. So the biggest thing here is with those extra 100 points, if you value anything in either of those, you can go all in on it. I'm giving you guys the base trees. My second build, which I really love, and that's going to be this right here. Motivator to tier 3, which is going to cost you, again, let's do this again, 12 times 3 times 7, right? Oh, sorry, these are 8. 8 times 3 times 7, 168 points. Then you unlock recruiter for approximately 15. Then you want to go tier 1 through 2 on all of this. This is going to be like my recruitant player progression build. So it's going to be 8 times 2 times 7. So it's going to be 295. This gets you to tier 2 for the starting interest. Then let's come back out. We unlock talent developer, which will cost us at this point about 20. Then you want to go to tier 4. So you get the pipeline bonus now. 12 times 4 times 7. Put you at 651. Now, come back to elite recruiter. You want to go tier 4 on everything. So it's 651 plus 12 times 4 times 7. This puts you at 987. So this allows you to get a fully elite recruiter with a full talent developer with tier 3 motivator with about 23 points to spare. At which point, you really can't do much because you can't really unlock another category. So you're kind of stuck just operating within here. With the extra points, I'd recommend maybe going recruiter, maybe doing increased transfer portal interest. There's not much more you can really do with this. Now, if you do have the extra 100 points, though, there's where it gets a little fun. You could maximize tier 3 and 4 here. I personally wouldn't. What I'd probably do is try to get something out of strategist. The only problem is, so let's say you have the extra 110. You have to spend 15 tactician, leaves you with 60. You have to spend about 30 for this, leaves you with 30. You can really only unlock 2 of these to start with. So it really comes down to if you think it's valuable enough for you to get that, but you're kind of short on points there. You could finish out motivator and try to get that bonus for staying hot in close games. Really your choice. You can get tier 3 across. Your tier 3 solid. I just don't care for tier 4 as much. But again, your call with those extra points. Now the final build is going to be for all you crazy guys who like to get a little wild with the whole thing. Now you can do some kind of hybrid. Now for me, the non-negotiables are always going to be, it's going to be motivator and talent developer. So let's start there again. Motivator is going to be the 8 times 3 times 7. That's 168. Then you got to unlock recruiter. Let's unlock all of our base trees for this one. Then you got to unlock recruiter for 20. Recruiter for 20. Then you got to unlock tactician for 30. Then you're going to unlock talent developer for 25. And 25, and the strategist for 30. Okay, so we have everything unlocked besides architect. So everything's unlocked. Now from here, I'm going for tiers 1 through 3. So plus 12 times 3 times 7 leaves us with 525. Then we're going to get a mix of recruiter here and adding the extra 20 for tactician that I'm going to have to spend in it. So let's do that. And then recruiter doesn't matter. We're going to get a mix of recruiter here where I'm going to go to tier 2 on all recruiting. So that's 8 times 2 times 7. That puts us at 657. Then I'm going to go to Strategist and attempt to get the remainder here of 12 times 4 times 7. 993. So you can get Strategist maxed out with tier 2 recruiting with talent developer. Now you can hybrid that a little bit too. And instead of going all in on Strategist, you could reverse it. And you can go all in on elite recruiter instead, or you can go half in on elite recruiter. So what I would do here is really, I guess the hybrid approach would be pick your 3 like positions that you absolutely want from this. Like you want to have it be, you could be efficient with O-line, D-line, secondary. Or let's say you just want to make sure you can always unlock any quarterback you want at any point. You can go elite recruiter here on quarterback. Then you can come into Strategist, do the same thing. You can try to get tier 1 across the board. That's you can hybrid. And like I said, with my builds, I like to do about 80% to give you guys 85%. Because I realized when I was doing 100%, I have people comment like, oh, so with my school, you know, I'm this school and I can't unlock those players yet, or I can never touch program builder CEO. So now I give you about 80%. You can take the rest as you will. Remember, if you had the extra 100 on this build, it gets even cooler because then you can really hybrid it and get plus of what you want. Now I will say, in the foundation here for all my builds, my favorite builds are going to be talent developer motivator. Once you have that, it's basically, do you go all in on recruiter? Do you go all in on strategist? Do you hybrid mix them? Do you have the pre-order bonus? And if you do go all in and you have the pre-order bonus, do you cap it off with some CEO, some program builder? That's your call. If I wasn't going to cap it off with any CEO, I'm probably looking at lasting impression. I'm probably looking at gains getter. I'm probably looking at more the merrier or dream school. Again, very expensive. If you have the extra 100 though, it is like the perfect amount to get CEO and get a few packages there. Really, really your call. But remember, talent developer motivator, absolutely king. Player progressions king in this year. Now, if you can hybrid it the right way with elite recruiter, it's a deadly combo. If you can hybrid it the right way with strategist, deadly combo. Now, guys, I did make a video for you where if you forego elite recruiter, you can technically still be an elite recruiter, but it does require some strategy, so it comes down to you. But that's the build I mentioned earlier, where we do motivator, talent developer, and strategist. Because with strategist, what you can actually go ahead and do is, if you get to tier 4 here, not only can you cherry pick for elite and star devs, but with the right visit strategy, you could, and the right lower threshold, you could basically win recruits strictly on visits. Visits are one of the greatest recruiting influences in the game. If you have the right timing, you do it the right way, you can even beat an elite program. You saw it in CFB 25, you saw it in CFB 26. You could be LSU, Georgia, with 80 hours and the best coordinators. And if the guy, or 60, 70 hours, whatever you end up being with, 50 hours, you can have a big lead. And if the guy you're going against has a well-timed visit, you don't have a home game, you could beat anyone. So understand that the strategist, the only thing with the strategist build is for every 10 seasons, I think you have about 3 bad recruiting seasons. Elite recruiter, for every 10 seasons, you probably only have 1 bad one where everything goes to hell or you miss an advance. But with strategist, you'll have like 3 years, you have bad timed home games, or you have a visit and you lose the game and you'll mess up your whole class. So it does come a bit down to you. If you're a good player and you know how to time your visits the right way and you know who you can beat and who you can't beat, this could be in a very elite strategy. If you don't trust yourself, that's where the hybrid build comes in. But guys, that basically wraps up. These are my favorite builds, my favorite layout for how I do it. Now, if you do want to change it up a little bit, you have some extra points to spare. If you Lee has pre-order bonus, more the merrier. You can go in and get a few more other things. But guys, that's about it for the video. Hope you enjoyed. My voice is still holding up, thankfully. It's about to go, but it's still holding up. Don't forget, guys, if you want access to all of our favorite builds, mine as well as our devs and admins over on poodlecfb.com, such as Capays, head on over, use code Black Friday, all lowercase, one word. Code Black Friday gets you the best deal ever. It's less than half the price. So for about 1/3 the price, give or take, you could lock yourself into about 3 years. It's only 1 year, but you lock yourself in your grandfather, and so about 3 years would be the full cost. So go check it out. You don't want to miss it. You gain our ultimate guide, our video tutorials, our position change series, our Excel file, everything and more. If you're serious about Dynasty, you want to finally start showing up your friends and family who put you down in your Dynasty chat, this is the place to be to dominate, guys. Come check it out. Use code Black Friday. I'm out. Peace.